31 minutes after the hour now, startling statistics from a Pew Research poll have been making headlines in the last 24 hours. The poll showed that 8% of U.S. Muslims, this is Muslims living in the United States, think that suicide bombings of civilian targets can often or sometimes be justified if it's in defense of Islam. That number jumps when you look at people between the ages of 18 and 29, 15% in that case. But do the numbers tell the whole story? I'm here to talk about the Pew poll. I'm joined by three young Muslim Americans. Yasmin Hamidi is with the Network of Arab American Professionals. Haroon Moghul is a grad student at Columbia majoring in Islamic history. And Zaheer Ali is a PhD candidate who's doing an oral history of the Nation of Islam in Harlem. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Let's start with you first of all, Yasmin. What do you make of this idea that, now we should say that it was only 1% of respondents who said that suicide bombings are justifiable in all cases. 7% said maybe in some cases. That would mean that the overwhelming majority is still against them, but I'm surprised that nearly 10% would say it's okay in some cases.
Well, I think it is a good news survey precisely for the reason you pointed out, which is that the overwhelming majority are against it. I think what we have to look at is that there is a minority that is unwilling to criticize violence against civilians as a political tactic. And I think that's what we have to look at. What that points to, I think, is the need for increased education of Muslim Americans about the futility of violence as a political tactic. And I think that's what we need more of. But I think that overall, it's good news in that the vast majority are against